Did you know that Mo had titties?
Yeah, they're on her chest.
Hey everybody, welcome back to What the Hell Happened to Them? A title fight is brewing. That's right, this season, Eddie Murphy versus Jim Carrey. I am your host, Patrick Skeyhill, and joining me on the line is a man who's cool and who gets it, Joe Vekeman.
Hi.
That's exactly what that would sound like. And on the audio boards is Lev Van Rensselaer, reminding me to remind you that you can email the cast at whathappenedtothemcast@gmail.com. And our sponsor this week is Gorilla. You have a problem with a gorilla? Have any gorilla-based abuses happened to you? Well, you need to call the great lawyers at Gorilla. They will help take care of your needs. All right, Joe, what movie are we doing this week?
We watched You People.
Kind of a crazy time for us to watch this movie. It was oddly topical for a 3-year-old movie. What happens in this movie, Joe, that is oddly topical?
Well, it follows a new couple and their families who find themselves examining modern love and family dynamics amidst clashing cultures, societal expectations, and generational differences.
Okay, I'm glad that summary had more than those first 5 words you gave me. Because I was like, that's the most detail they want to go into, huh? They're afraid to pick a side, I see.
Pick a side.
I gotta tell you, Eddie playing devout Muslim anti-vaxxer was not on my bingo card at the beginning of the season. I hadn't seen that coming.
I just want to let you know, I found this movie really fucking annoying.
You found it really annoying. Why is that, Joe?
I feel like the way that the movie was put together, it felt like 3 episodes of a sitcom. Just smushed together. And I know it's also like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Or my joke was going to be, why did they remake the Ashton Kutcher Bernie Mac movie from 2005?
Guess Who?
Yes, absolutely. A movie that I never watched it, but I did rent it. And I only rented it because they had it it wasn't like a discount, but it was like this like offer where you're like, if the movie's not available right now, you can put a bid in for it, and the next time it comes available, they'll give it to you for free. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I did that. Didn't watch it still. Returned it 5 days later. I was like, maybe I'll watch it. It was free. No.
Okay.
I'm not a big Ashton Kutcher fan.
Well, I'm sure that movie had a lot of questionable decisions. Well, yeah, Bernie Mac, though, actually.
Yeah. I do like Bernie Mac.
It's kind of like Meet the Parents, but there's only one set of, parents.
Yeah. You get the Meet the Parents. That's how it goes.
I guess it'd be like Meet the Fockers then, right?
Yeah, that's when you get both sets of parents. Very topical because this year we get to meet the Fockers-in-law.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
There's another
Focker-in-law.
They're doing another one?
Yeah, with my favorite, Ariana Grande.
From Kidding.
Yes, from her one scene stint in Kidding. A 20-episode series where she has one scene.
Okay, so, and then poor Robert De Niro's gonna, come on screen in his walker.
He's in his 80s, right?
I mean, I'm thinking of him in the Irishman and, how hard it was for him to, walk around there.
You know he was in another Scorsese movie since The Irishman? It came 4 years later.
The Departed 2.
You are so... I just told you the movie because I told you I bought it earlier. It's called Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, yeah. Well, The Departed 2 would have been a good one, too.
Who comes back for Focker-in-Law? Who do you think they brought back?
Dustin Hoffman.
No, they didn't.
Ooh, awkward.
Well, he's kind of semi-canceled, I guess.
What?
I don't know. Yeah. That's why he was in Megalopolis. All the canceled folks are in that. I'm kidding. Like half of them are canceled.
You know, I was wondering why he was in there, but then he was only in there for like 10 minutes. So I was like,
Well, he's also old as fuck.
yeah. Well, so is Robert.
Yeah, but he's just like more out there. He'll do a War with Grandpa. Hoffman's not doing War with Grandpa. Actually, I think he might have a cameo in that movie. Hold on. I have to go check to see if he has a cameo in War with Grandpa. I saw that movie during lockdown.
Yeah.
In the theater.
Well, that was dangerous of you, Joe. You almost got us all killed.
I'll tell you, in February 27th, 2021, Tanya and I went to a half-full theater to go see a movie that had been out for 4 months already at that point.
You're endangering us all, Joe.
Oh, it's Christopher Walken that's in it.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dustin Hoffman's a little too self-serious sometimes.
I mean, he was in Meyerowitz Stories.
Exactly what a self-serious person would be in. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
It's Meyerowitz Stories, new and selected.
New and selected.
That's how you know he'd be in it.
Thank you.
That little subtitle. All right, but he's not in this movie. But you know who do we get in this movie? We got Dave Duchovny returning to the cast since his stint in Full Frontal.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what did we ever cover with David Duchovny?
We got a not very well utilized Ray Perlman.
Yeah, no.
They're like, we just need an old Jewish lady. Just get somebody.
Speaking of an old Jewish lady, we got...
Well, I wouldn't call her an old Jewish lady.
How old do you think she is? She's definitely like in her 60s.
You know, she's keeping it together. She's keeping it taut, Joe.
How old is she?
I would say late 50s.
She is 65, my friend.
Oh, wow. She's an AARP member, and you'd never guess it.
The daughter of a French billionaire. Wow.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure that's helped her life. All right, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, of course, is who we're talking about. The queen of television.
Queen. Emmy winner.
For multiple roles.
Yes.
Anytime she has a starring role on a TV show, she gets an Emmy.
I think she may have been in more TV shows than movies.
She definitely has, and usually when she's in movies, they're pretty bad.
I know, but she's also been in a pretty good amount of movies. Don't forget her stint in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Yes, I remember watching that movie, and she popped in, and everybody in the audience was like, wow, she's here. And I'm like, what the fuck are they all talking about? And then my friend was like, oh, she was in a TV show. And I go, well, I guess that tracks.
A good movie that she was in was called Enough Said with James Gandolfini.
I would say, a reasonable movie.
Oof, rude. And another great movie that she was in, A Bug's Life.
Yeah, she was in A Bug's Life. You should go on that podcast, Joe.
I know I need to.
Go on the Heimlich Maneuver podcast.
I'll get on there eventually.
They want you to go.
I want to. I just...
But anyway, going back a movie or two, she was not very good in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, she's pretty awful in that. I think she's pretty awful in every MCU thing she does. Doesn't she have enough fucking money? Does she really have to do a Marvel show? Really?
Maybe she thought it'd be fun. I don't know. I was like, why would you even think to cast her? Oh, what? Then wasn't she in the that one they did last year with the asterisk?
Yeah. She's in Thunderbolts. I mentioned that.
I know. I forgot about it because I didn't care, but it's coming back to me now.
Oh, well, I didn't know she was a role player on Saturday Night Live. I did not know that.
Yeah, she was like the one in that really terrible year where they fired everybody in the 80s. She was like the one they kept. What?
She was on for 3 years, my friend. 82
no, I know.
85.
I'm just saying, in one of the really bad years where they fired everybody, she was the one that they kept. And like they did a whole skit where they like burnt down the Saturday Night Live building, and Lorne Michaels said Julia, come with me.
I can't believe you haven't mentioned this yet. She was in the Drew Carey Geppetto.
She was, and that was part of the reason why I watched it. Mm-hmm.
She's the Blue Fairy.
She was, and again, I'll stick with my refrain, was not a very good movie she was in. She's really good at being in not that great of movies. It's very unfortunate because she's so talented.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very well utilized in this movie.
Oh, so you liked it?
No, I didn't say that. I said she was very well utilized in this movie. If you want Julia Louis-Dreyfus to do Julia Louis-Dreyfus things, this is the role you get.
Okay, so I'm actually not that familiar with her because I have never seen one episode of Seinfeld. I've never seen an episode of The New Adventures of Old Christine. I've never seen Veep.
Oh, also hurts.
So I've seen her in like little stint roles. Like I've seen her as the blind lawyer in Arrested Development, which she's very funny in. Mm-hmm. I've seen her in Christmas Vacation, where she is the neighbor who hates Chevy Chase.
Well, who doesn't?
I mean, I think she plays him very well in that. But I found her very annoying in this.
Yes, that's her thing.
But like, I wanted to look away because I was like, "You're really annoying me." In the words of Iris Apatow, "You're really annoying me."
Okay, yes, I'm sure everybody gets that reference.
I believe it's from 40-Year-Old Persian.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right, well, that's a movie I've seen, more than once and didn't get your reference.
Oh my God. It's just her delivery of the line because she's just like...
Yes, you're just on this Euphoria kick. I'm not going down this...
Iris Apatow is not in Euphoria. Excuse me.
Who's the Apatow in Euphoria?
Maud.
Okay. Great. Another old lady name. Thanks.
Well, I don't know who you blame, Leslie or Judd.
Leslie feels reasonable. If there was like a young person named Leslie, I'd buy it. If there was a young person named Iris, I'd be like, oh, you found the Fountain of Youth, did you? Or like you were in the movie Cocoon and now you've reversed your aging?
Wow. Is that your favorite Ron Howard movie?
No.
Oh, it's The Grinch, right?
Yeah, it's definitely The Grinch. No, of course it's Frost Nixon.
Oh.
Maybe.
For real? It's not Apollo 13?
That was the other one that's on the top of my head, but I'm like, well, the other one's a Watergate film, though. Oh. And it has the guy from Kidding.
Wait, hold up. Oh my God, Franklin. I was like, I don't think, what's his name? The little British guy.
Yeah, he was not. He was in The Good Fight, though.
The little British guy who, like, got around.
He did.
He made his way through Hollywood, and then he's like, I'm all done. See you later.
He's like, all right, I've made my money. I've done my Downton Abbey. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think he was in Downton Abbey.
He's British. Of course he was in Downton Abbey.
So, I love Jonah Hill. I don't love Jonah Hill in this movie. I found this movie obnoxious, and I had a really tough time with it.
I would say I'm not as hard on it, calling it just sort of a sitcom, because as we mentioned, it is like other movies. Before it, I would say maybe for the first half or third, I was like, all right, this feels a little fresher than we've been getting with Eddie recently. Like, this feels like something a little out there. And, I wish I wasn't talking so much, but like, okay. And then as it went on, I was getting a little more numb to a lot of the things. And then I could it became a lot easier to be like, oh, I see the Netflix script machine at work here now. Like, Eddie and Julia are really doing a lot and even Jonah, who I don't love, but I did. I thought like they were really putting the movie like on their shoulders. Mm-hmm. Like if those actors aren't in here, you have an unwatchable movie. I think these actors were able to hide how mediocre the movie actually was.
So did you buy the relationship with Jonah Hill and Laura London?
So when that happened, I was like, I wish we spent a little more time with these two so I could be like, well, why do they love each other other than just a lot of this improvised back and forth between the two of them? But then I was like, yeah, but you know what? Most romantic movies do this. These romantic comedy things do this. So I'm like, fine, I guess.
Yes, I feel like we should have had a little more time.
I guess fine, whatever. You can have this moment here. Mm-hmm. This is a Netflix thing. They're kind of like telling us like, oh, they're in love. So, and I go, okay, fine. I guess they're in love, so that's the stake of that, but really it's about the family thing, so I can leave that alone. This is Kenya Barris, right? From Blackish?
Yes.
Which made sense because I kept clocking people from Blackish in the movie for 5 seconds, and I was like, that's weird. Is it just because, like...
My 10-year-old's new favorite show.
What?
My 10-year-old's new favorite show.
What?
Yeah, she loves Blackish.
Where she was like streaming somewhere? Hulu?
Netflix.
Netflix?
It's got to be on Netflix. She only has access to Netflix and Disney.
I guess Hulu doesn't need it. Well, ABC. It was an ABC show, though. It would make sense if it were on Disney.
I'll look it up.
I could believe it's on Netflix because they're all trading shows with each other now, but...
I've never seen an episode of Blackish. I don't watch television.
Yeah, I know. I watched Blackish when it was on.
Movies. Blackish is... Yeah, it's on Netflix now. Next to Young Sheldon. 8 seasons! Holy shit! For a show I don't... Oh, and they're 24 episodes. Wow.
Yeah, I was one of that and Fresh Off the Boat were like the flagship shows for ABC in the 2010s. I guess
but you know what? Hold up, because I went... So season 1 is 22 episodes. Oh, season 8 was just 13. Okay, so
that was like the wrap-up season, though.
Yeah.
It was basically like, we're going to cancel you, but here's enough to like... Here's your runway.
Can you say you're canceled after 8 seasons, though? You're like, we've kind of run out of stuff. The kids have grown up.
I think Kenya was like, listen, I got this thing at Netflix, so I'm like ready to move on from Blackish.
Looking at the cast, I'm like, I like all these people. But when I watch the movie, I'm like, I don't like any of these people now.
Is Julia annoying? Yes, but that's sort of like the point of the movie, and it's like this cringy, awkward humor we're getting out of it that I found amusing most of the time.
The other thing is that was annoying, and I checked it out, and there were a lot of reviews that said this was annoying too. The transitions, the like wacky transitions.
Yeah, I was at a certain point. I was like, I think this movie's too hip for me.
I don't think it's hip.
Is this like bodies, and I'm like too old? I'm like out of the demographic to like, get the movie.
I told you though, Bodies was made by a Gen X director.
I know, but it feels like they have an understanding of like what young people are into and all like their buzzwords and stuff. And it's all going over my head. Maybe it's making fun of that younger generation. I don't know. Either way, I'm not getting the jokes.
Also, how old is Pete Davidson? I mean, he's been around that's another guy that's been around forever. Yeah, Pete Davidson is only like 2 years younger than us.
I know, but he styles himself as a young, hip fellow. That's part of what annoys me about him.
Does he?
I think so.
I'm looking at a picture of him. He looks normal. Did he get all of his tattoos taken off?
I don't know. I'm not following the life of Pete Davidson. I don't much care for him.
Oh, okay. Well, doesn't he get like stabbed by a sword in that movie?
Yes, I don't want to spoil it for people, but yes.
Oh, that's the spoil. I don't remember anything about that movie.
Yes, that's the kind of the big reveal.
Oops.
Yeah, so they had all those transitions, those like is Adobe After Effects transitions.
It's like wah. It's like I'm looking at some 90s like.
And then they also had like a long line of jokes about Drake songs, and I'm like, I'm not understanding any of these references.
Yeah,
this is not a humor for me.
It's also just like 6 months later, Drake is definitely someone you do not want to be talking about.
Yeah. So basically, when the old comedians were doing old comedian stuff, I was enjoying myself. And then when the younger people were doing things, I was like, huh? What's happening here? Well, like David Duchovny, I liked he wasn't doing a lot, but I liked his gimmick of just like really being into Exhibit. Up to and including reading off of his Wikipedia page for his wedding toast. A little good joke there.
Elliot Gould.
We need an old Jewish man. Let's get this guy for 5 seconds.
Hey, he is the quintessential old Jewish man.
They could have gotten the guy from Just Shoot Me. He's old now.
Or what? Just get Judd Hirsch because he wasn't busy.
Yeah, there are old Jewish men out there. Dustin Hoffman, you could have gotten him.
I think he might have been doing the Fablemans at that time, though.
All right. So Kenya Barris and Jonah Hill get together, and they're like, let's make this Clash of Cultures movie.
That's right.
You know, I'm not saying the things the movie are talking about aren't, important or awkward for all of us, but I like less talking in my movies.
Yeah.
Kenya comes from TV, so like they do a lot of talking. And once I saw his name on the screen at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense because this is not that dissimilar from how your show kind of goes.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying that we've been doing our podcast for 10 years but Jonah Hill does his podcast for like 3 months, and now he's got like a TV deal or whatever. How do they swing that?
He's Jonah Hill.
But he's not Jonah Hill in the movie.
Oh, okay.
In the movie, he's like, I'm going to quit my financing job to do this podcast. And then, like, we never really see them do their podcast. And then suddenly they go 3 months later, and he's got, like, cameras all around him, and they're doing, like, a whole show. And I was like, what?
So I remember now that he did a podcast with his friend. I thought you were talking about Jonah Hill, the person in real life.
No, I'm not talking about real life Jonah Hill. Why would you think I'm talking about real life? Because you're not remembering the movie you just saw. That's why.
Who has a podcast, though, that...
These two people, apparently, and they talk about the culture.
Yes. Oh, the culture.
There's just a mosh pit of anything. We're streamlined here. What the hell happened to them?
What was his name? It was that show that you liked a lot, and then I watched a few episodes, and I also liked a lot, but I just never got into it as much. I can't remember the comedian's name. It was kind of like an All in the Family kind of style.
Oh, the Carmichael Show.
The Carmichael Show. Thank you.
Why are we bringing that up?
Because what if Gerard Carmichael had this with Jonah Hill?
Ooh, if they were like gay together.
Yeah,
because Gerard Carmichael is gay now. I mean, he always was, but he's recently announced that he's gay.
So now, so we're just switching him. This is now Eddie Murphy's son.
That would be great, because the other lady is, she's a perfectly fine actress, but like she's not a funny person.
I think she's a little bit of a blank slate.
Yeah, and I don't blame her. I blame the movie, and they're like, we need a woman.
Didn't give her too much.
And she gives shit when shit needs to be given, but mostly is just the woman. But now you got Gerard Carmichael. Now you got like a real two-hander.
Yeah, spice it up a bit.
But what we haven't said is a three-hander between Jonah, Eddie, and Julia, and that his poor bride-to-be sort of just gets is there due to plot conventions. But Gerard Carmichael, now we're talking.
I like him.
And was his show a show that talked a lot? Of course. But it's a TV show. That's sort of what we expect. And it's more of that. It's a 3-camera sitcom, so really I'm watching a play. Which is okay when I'm getting that at 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm watching you for 2 hours, like a full hard 2 hours.
It is a full hard 2 hours.
I kind of want you to be a movie. I want you to give me some visual stuff besides the transitions that are young and hip.
And I believe Eddie does not come in until at least 22 minutes.
I know. For a while, I'm like, well, I'm watching the right movie, right? Like, is this happening?
Also, his entrance isn't really, like, interesting. He just kind of walks into the restaurant, and you're like, oh, there's Eddie.
Yeah, it wants to be like a big, weighty entrance, but the gravitas isn't in the filmmaking.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm only bringing this up because you mentioned David Duchovny's exhibit monologue.
Yeah.
I forgot that David Duchovny acted alongside Exhibit in The X-Files, I Want to Believe, because Exhibit played one of the other detectives in that movie. Well,
did that come out before or after this movie?
That came out way before. That came out in 2008.
Wow. So was that like David's choice, or was that just a funny coincidence?
I'm sure it was just a coincidence. I don't know.
He's calling up, hey, X, I got a fun movie for you to watch.
Hey, X.
I gave you some shout-outs because we're old pals.
I think Hey, X is saved for DMX.
No. Exhibit. You say, hey, X. You say, hey, D, if you want DMX.
Hey, D. Okay.
Hey, Big D.
I didn't know Gangster Pat was here.
Yo, mofos.
Oh, here you go. The end kissing scene never happened. They stopped before making any physical contact and was then CGI'd in post-production. This was likely due to COVID precautions.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, right? It's come out in 2023, so...
Yeah, so it was made in like 22, I guess.
Having been in the film game at that time, we were all doing COVID things still.
So what's the excuse for challengers? There's a lot of making out in that movie.
If the actors are okay with it, actors can do it. But if at least one of the parties doesn't want to, then they don't.
Do you think that's why Zendaya sits back? Oh, you haven't seen it yet.
If Kenya's like, hey, listen, we can figure this out, then it's fine. Especially since, again, it's not really a movie about the romance.
No.
Challengers is the movie about the sexual tension.
Hell yeah.
So you definitely need it there a lot more than you need it in this movie.
They're bringing up Eddie's facial hair. Did you notice anything different?
That's like the first time he's had facial hair in a movie or whatever?
No, but he's had facial hair in a movie.
I presume that he has. He's been in so many movies. Didn't he have like a mustache in Dreamgirls?
Definitely, right?
I think so.
Lauren London was born the exact same day that Beverly Hills Cop was released in 1984.
Right, who's Lauren London? Is she the main lady?
That's the daughter of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, okay.
In this. It's kind of strange that, you work with Anthony Anderson for 8 years on Blackish, and you're like, I'm not going to give him a big break here. I'm going to give it to Eddie.
Anthony Anderson doesn't need a big break. He was in Kangaroo Jack, sir.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, there's a reason he had to do television for 8 years.
Well, he had a great little stint on The Shield.
Well, don't forget, Joe, he was in Life with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I like that movie.
Blackish actually might have still been on the air when they were making this movie.
So is that why Anthony Anderson was busy?
Yeah, maybe. Like, because even the one scene he's in, it looks like he was shot all by himself. Like Eddie and Jonah, I don't think were ever in a frame with him.
Blackish ended the year that this was being made.
Yeah, so it just might have overlapped weirdly. Charlie Murphy from Blackish, also in this movie. Is that his name?
Charlie? Yeah, his brother. Charlie Murphy. Wait, no, he wasn't. What? Charlie Murphy died in 2017.
Hold on here. What's that guy's name? I don't know why I thought his name is Charlie in the show, but it's not Charlie Murphy. I don't know where that came from. Dion Cole.
Yes, Dion Cole.
But yeah, from Blackish.
I'm sorry, I don't have much to say about this one.
I mean, you came in not liking it. Everybody's annoying you. I came in thinking the annoyance was part of the comedy, but then got kind of bored by the manufacturedness of the movie.
Yeah,
along the way.
It just felt a little stale.
Yeah. I guess maybe before I realized we were getting Guess Who, I was like, okay, I think we've got something here.
Guess Who?
Then, you see, oh, I know where this is going. This isn't as fresh as it felt. And I'm also feeling kind of dumb at these Drake jokes and transitions. Like, I'm a surly old man.
I just think the transitions are a little, cheesy.
Yeah. Occasionally, there are, tech graphics happening. Like, when they first do their podcast, we see, some live view ticker thing on the side. And then when Eddie's, filming the basketball game, it just is done so infrequently in the movie. It felt out of place when they did do it. And I don't know why those were kept in the final cut.
Can I tell you my review of this movie?
Okay.
Can you believe how white and Jewish these people are? Can you believe how black and Muslim these people are? People are different. This is hack.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like we've moved past this a little bit. I don't know.
I think our current events would suggest otherwise, Joe.
I don't know.
I think...
just people can't get married.
I mean, I think what we've moved past is this type of... They're like, guys, let's just all love each other. Which obviously is true, but that clearly isn't working. So perhaps we need to find a new strategy.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I was looking forward to this one, too. I was like, I like Jonah Hill. Eddie Murphy's in a different mode.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I did enjoy Eddie playing a different character. I did very much enjoy Julia bringing it all. Again, she's just attached to a script that is a little flat. Even when she's killing it, she can only do so much to help the movie out. All right, I got a little Drew Carey update for you, crazy as that sounds.
Moon over Parma, bring my love to me tonight. Guide her to East Lake.
What?
I know. It's not quite a musical licensing update, but perhaps you remember as I went through the Plex viewing, I brought up about the highly controversial King of Poland episode.
Sure.
Yeah,
I remember that
yes,
one.
I know. In the episode, Mimi's great aunt dies, and so she inherits the title, the Duchess of Krakow, because, during the war, the Polish royal family had to flee to, I guess, Cleveland. And so she becomes the Duchess of Krakow, and then she gets contacted by the King of Poland, played by Dan Castellaneta, who's just some schlubby, unemployed Cleveland guy named Stan.
Oh, he's never played a guy like that before.
And he's like, if we get married, we can go back to Poland and take back the Crystal Palace for us, since we're the royal line and whatnot. Well, I mentioned that it got cut in a lot of TV broadcasting because the Polish community found that to be offensive.
What?
Yes. And I even looked in the Media Junkie Josh episodes I have. You could actually see where he transitioned from the syndicated screening of the regular episode, and when the King of Poland stuff come out, he like softly overlapped edits, and now the logo for that syndicated network changes to like ABC. So it was like, oh, this is from when it aired. That's how he was able to get these scenes that aren't often seen. So I thought that was kind of crazy, all the work he put in.
This is making me angry.
Even when they aired it on the Middle-Aged People Network earlier in the year, the King of Poland storyline was not in there. It was the edited version.
What happened to freedom of speech?
But then, Joe, yesterday I was watching it on Tubi. King of Poland storyline is in there.
Oh.
Somehow Tubi has a different version of that episode than Plex.
My friend, free speech is back.
Free speech is back, and it's free on Tubi with ads.
Well, that's good news.
So really, yeah, free speech is now free with ad speech.
Free with ad speech.
Yeah, free with ad speech. That's where we're at now. So again, we've said it before on this podcast, but we'll keep saying it. Tubi, the best streaming service of all time.
Absolutely. Just keeps getting better and growing bigger.
They do have the same musical licensing issues on everything else, but for whatever reason, they decided we're going to take a stand and do the King of Poland version.
They've also bought all of the Cartoon Network cartoons from our childhood.
Yeah, I think whoever owns Cartoon Network has been having trouble with that network for a while, and they're just trying to like get any money they can.
Well, they were on the Max service for a while.
All right, because WB owned the Cartoon Network?
I thought that's the case, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, you know, if you want to watch all the seasons of Ed, Ed, and Eddie with all the Christmas specials that apparently haven't been available in forever, there they are.
See, I didn't even know they had Christmas specials, so clearly have been hard to get to.
Neither did I.
What were the other classic Cartoon Network?
Cow and Chicken.
I did not like Cow and Chicken.
You got...
Cow and Chicken and The Weasel Show. They were both by the same person. I didn't like those.
I thought Cow and Chicken was a pretty good pull.
They just kind of reminded me of like
This is
Ren and
a random
Stimpy and
show.
that type of humor, and that was not my vibe.
Of course they have Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, that was more my vibe.
I showed that to Julian. And I was just like, see, this was Dad. I was the dog. And you see these old people. Those were my grandparents. This is how I lived.
I was frequently being attacked by mummies and killer snowmen, and
Yeah, so now Julian doesn't want to go there anymore.
he doesn't want to go to nowhere.
No, to my grandparents' house. But it also looked different.
What were the other show? Oh, you know what was a really weird show? Sheep in the Big City. Remember that show?
No.
That show was weird.
Sheep in the Big
Sheep
City.
in the Big City. It's about a sheep that's part of like a government experiment. It accidentally gets like a computer chip put into or whatever, but then it escapes from the facility. So the army has to like track it down in the big city. Here's the deal though. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's a cartoon. That sheep probably talks, right? Nope. Regular sheep. Animal sheep. It doesn't seem to be very smart. Doesn't have the power of speech. Just a regular sheep lost in a big city.
It sounds funny.
Weird show. That's it. Those are the ones that, the Powerpuff Girls.
Yep, Dexter's Lab.
Yeah, that's true.
No, did not like Dexter's Lab.
Well, Dexter's Lab was weird. They kept changing the art style, and that was like throwing me off.
Did they?
They did. They had like 3 different iterations of it. Oh, isn't that's the Hotel Transylvania guy, isn't it?
Yes, Jen D. Tartakovsky.
Okay.
They also have the Madagascar movies, the Animaniacs, Teen Titans. My son has gone so into Spider-Man that he will watch...
Did he watch the Spider-Man Unlimited, where Spider-Man goes into space? Remember when we talked about that recently?
He has not. He just finished the Ultimate Spider-Man show, which was like 4 seasons. He liked that, so I think he's going to probably... He watches a lot of the Lego shows.
They have Lego shows?
Yeah, anything on Disney that's like superhero Lego, he'll watch.
Oh, they just turned into a Lego version of it, like that Batman thing?
Yep.
Well, we've clearly stopped talking about you people, so I guess we can wrap up this episode.
Brace Face? Oh my god.
Joe, you got last looks on not Cartoon Network shows?
No, I don't.
You've no last looks on you people.
I would say skip it. It's not very entertaining.
Yeah, maybe if it were like 20 to 30 minutes shorter.
30 minutes shorter. We need 90-minute comedies.
It would be fine to like give it the watch. Like, you have to kind of know what you're getting.
I'll make it topical again. The Mask cartoon series is on there.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Yeah,
3 seasons.
Even for
Did you know?
Joe, would you shut up? Even
What are
for
your last looks?
Even for me, who was enjoying it at the beginning and did enjoy Julia and Eddie sort of throughout, even I was like, I need this to wrap up. You know, I get what we're doing here. I'm ready to like move on.
I'm glad we can agree on this one.
You know, as worthy as these discussions are, I don't think that's the way to tackle those issues in a movie. TV show, sure, but a movie, we have better tools at our disposal that can be a lot more emotionally engaging than just people like, hey, we've learned a lesson, here's our lesson. Hey, we've kind of like, we're over ourselves now. I don't know, the two people fall in love very quickly, they get married extremely quickly, and Julia and Eddie completely reverse themselves in like 5 seconds. A lifelong of their own predilections have somehow been erased thanks to this 3-month later gap that we had. Very easily fixed of them. So why does Eddie do this movie? I mean, I imagine some of these topics are important to him too, and maybe he wanted to play a new type of character, right? We've seen him play dad roles a lot, and we didn't quite care for it in the early 2000s, but now he gets to play dad roles of like adult children, and that opens up a new kind of wave of things he can do. If he wants to make movies he can watch with his kids, now that gets to change the genres of movies he can do to do such a thing. Mm-hmm. And he seems to have some relationship with Netflix now, I guess. Is Axel F also a Netflix thing, or is that an Amazon thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, clearly something's going on with him and Netflix.
He just works with all the streamers now.
If we've got Eddie and Sandler both in Netflix's pockets, when are they going to, like, combine forces?
You know.
Wouldn't that be, like, the hugest smash hit on Netflix?
I mean, for anybody who just doesn't want to look at the actual content, yeah. On paper, it looks great. But is it going to work? Who knows? That's the big gamble.
Eddie's got a big fan base. Sandler's got a huge fan base. They wanted to see his movies in theaters. Like, you put them together.
I just, I feel like Eddie's been on a cold streak.
You like Dolomite.
I like Dolomite.
And then, like, it was this movie. That's his cold streak, is those two.
Because it was too much time in between.
That's not a cold streak, though. It's just like...
That's 4 years of dead air.
It's being selective.
Even I would say Daniel Day-Lewis has had a cold streak because he took too many years off in between movies. Have you watched that Anemone movie?
I did. I didn't like it.
I heard it was a piece of shit.
That was very boring.
Yeah. He came out of retirement for his son.
I know.
Fucking Nepo baby.
Yeah, that's just the love a father has for his son, that he would do that movie.
Well, that's good.
He's like, the son, I'm going to tell you, this is really not good, but...
Don't you think he would spice it up a bit? He worked with PTA to spice that script up.
I don't know the father-son working relationship. I don't know.
Rude.
Maybe PTA brought more of that collaborative spirit than Daniel Day. I don't know.
He definitely did, because him and Leo and Benicio did some work on the script. I'm going to tell you.
Uh-huh.
Got a lot of fucking cartoons on Tubi right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, thanks to our sponsors, Gorilla, the only legal firm run and operated by gorillas. No, what? You said this was about gorilla lawsuits. This is.
What are you talking about?
Did you change the copy on me, Lev? What are we doing here? Are they mutually exclusive, or did they change business models?
I'll take the case.
All right. Well, I will thank Lev, despite this no help that he's being right now.
Oh, snap.
For mindless audio boards and keeping us sound so slippery smooth, I'd like to thank my co-host, Joe Vekeman, for stopping by.
Thank you.
And I'm your host, Patrick Scaly. You can find my features, documentaries, short films, video essays, animations, behind-the-scenes footage, and so much more at quixoticunited.com and social media, presumably with a similar sounding name. Thank you all for listening. Joe, say goodnight.
Good night.
What did you get on this Criterion sale?
I showed you. I got rid of one of them because you're like, you haven't seen these. And I'm like, you know what?
I mean, like, we have different DVD buying philosophies, you know?
Well, one of them I was like really unsure of, but I heard of like good things. But I was like, you know what? I'll save that $15. I got Killers of the Flower Moon, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Cloud.
Okay, you were unsure on Chasing the Tides movie.
Yeah, Chasing the Tides, I think.
I think I liked the Tides movie more than Cloud.
I think you did too. Well, I've just heard nonstop talk about Cloud over the last year.
You've heard nonstop? I've heard no one. Where you heard nonstop talk about?
A lot of my podcasts talk about Cloud.
Okay, I'm a Kurosawa the younger guy. I
know.
I was a little disappointed at the Cloud movie.
You like his Pulse, right?
I mean, I enjoy most of his movies. So when Chime and Cloud were made in the same year, so Chime I loved, and I was like, Cloud, I was like, it's finally in the theaters after 8 months.
It just sounds like my vibes.
Okay, it could be. I mean, maybe I rated them both the same on Letterboxd. I don't remember. I don't know. I wouldn't buy either of them, but
yeah, but you don't buy much.
I don't. That was my question for you, was what do I get? And I was supposed to keep a list.
You gave it 3 stars. That's pretty high up for you.
I know, but I think some of that's benefit of the doubt.
Grant gave it 1.5 stars. Ooh. Rona gave it 4 stars. You gave it 3. 3 in your book is like a 4-star movie.
I bet it's really 2.5. I feel like he got a benefit of the doubt 0.5 star, where I'm I don't think I get what's going on here, but I'm sure he knows what's going on here, so 3 stars.
Doesn't he sell stuff on eBay or something?
Yeah, he's a scalper.
That's funny. Yeah, you gave 4 stars to Chime. I like Chime too.
And I think I've gone through just most of at least his horror thriller oeuvre, and I've liked a lot of his films. Okay, yeah, but for me, I'm I'm going to keep a list of Criterion films I would want for when they go on sale. And I don't seem to have ever done that. So don't know what to get this time. I might have to sit this one out.
You only have 2 hours left.
I know, but I don't.
Oh, well, apparently Network sold out. Network was the other one I forgot to order, but it was sold out.
It was sold out? Yeah, they know.
They sold out a Network fast.
They know their audience. If they ever want to come out with, the Passenger... The Passenger over there on my wall, I would be happy to get that. But that's when I'd get right away to let them know you should have done this a while ago, But maybe I don't have to. Well, I guess do I want him to do Zabriskie Point? I don't really want it. But that would finish off my mainline Antonioni collection.
It's on HBO Max until the 31st. I was going to watch it.
It is?
Yeah.
Huh.
Zabriskie Point. It's on Max.
It's on a streaming service. That's kind of wild.
Isn't it?
It is. That's an MGM film. So theoretically, Amazon owns that movie now.
Maybe they'll be getting it April 1st. April Fools.
I guess. I mean, I don't want Amazon to own it either. I want Criterion, so put it on a stupid Blu-ray.
They might.
Everybody just holding on to this Jack Nicholson film.
You could possibly get... you already got one of the best box sets they've ever put together, which is The America Lost and Found, the BBS story.
Yeah, I mean, what a great... from the outset, I was like, do I want one of those films? But Jack Nicholson encouraged us to get it, and thank God.
They're all good.
I would say just about all those films are quite worth it for the $30 I paid for it.
Damn. Also, the John Cassavetes set is pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, I know, but...
You're not as big a fan as I am.
Yeah, not enough to own it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to miss it this time around.
Let me go on there right now, and I'll tell you what's there.
Tell me what the goods are.
The funny thing is, I see posts before, about the sale and everything. And they're like, I just ordered 4 movies from them yesterday. And I'm like, guys, all the sales happen around the same time every year. There's one in the end of March, and then there's one in October on the Criterion site, and then Barnes and Nobles does theirs in July and in November. Just wait. There'll be another one in July. Wow. Bamboozled. Spike Lee's Bamboozled is running low. It's out of stock on Blu-ray. That's crazy.
Not one of Spike Lee's more famous films, but everybody's clamoring for it this time around.
And they just announced that A24's site is putting out highest to lowest, which I liked. It wasn't my favorite, but I liked it.
Okay, so Apple is no longer afraid to kind of license out its movies.
No, they just did Killers of the Flower Moon for
I know.
Scorsese. Yeah. Oh, did you ever see Prince of Broadway?
No, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
That's $20 on Blu-ray on Criterion right now.
I know, but I'm not going to buy it in the hopes that I like it.
It's really good.
I will wait and watch it and then get it on whatever sale is next.
Okay, well, it's a really good one.
We have different philosophies.
I know. I don't disagree with yours.
Yes.
It's a little. What's the right word?
Red.
Red.
Is that the right word?
Yeah, kind of. I just think
red.
that you're think things through a little more than I do. What if I don't like the movie? Then I have it.
Yeah, I guess I own it. It was only $15. I own it now.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I would never buy just like a random $50 movie though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't do that. But if it's like 19 or 15, yeah, well, I might dabble.
Yeah, I'll just have to work on getting this list together for the next sale. And
That was also what I would do when I was like really single. Like, I mean, 0 kids single.
it just feels like most movies now, if I happen to want to watch them, they're on some website somewhere. You know, it's like even easier to have a curated collection.
But do they look as good as they should?
They look probably as good as you know. I'm not into the 4K thing. I don't do that.
I'll tell you something. That Eyes Wide Shut 4K looks phenomenal, and it looks so much better than I've ever seen it, and it was a huge upgrade.
Okay.
Hoop Dreams. I always forget about Hoop Dreams. Oh, next time.
Well, we won't bore people with our timely Criterion sale talk any further.
Well, I haven't seen Hoop Dreams in over like 20 years.
So we will start the show.
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
Okay. One moment here as I drink the water.